Hey, Foxx here. So we've got a lot to talk about, right? Rank rewards are out. If you haven't got it, go ahead and finish events. You can get it. Once again, only the top 100 is sold. We knew this, of course. It kind of frustrates me overall, and we got a lot of things to talk about and a lot of frustrations to go through. So sorry, this is only the start of the rant today. Why can't the lower cards be sold? It makes no sense to me why EA's locking out like a lot of people from getting coins. Is that because we didn't grind for the top 100? We're not good enough. We got to get that new card. We got to pay for the pack to get the better one. Because 9 million coins for a card is untenable, right? This is terrible, especially when these cards only last for like a few weeks until they're like, kind of like normal power level. They go down dramatically. So like I would prefer if the people that got the lower divisions, and I am one of them, so maybe I'm saying this selfishly, if we could sell the cards, get the coins from that too, and then we can also try out the lower end cards. Now you might be like, oh, what do you want, right? Why do the poors get the cards, and why should they be able to get coins? I get it, right? You'll adjust your monocle and your top hat, and you get your old cane ready to go ahead and beat some people up because you're better than everybody else. But like, I do feel like the cards in the game that we earn by playing the game should not be B and D like they are right now, like we get from other things. It's very frustrating, right? Just more of the same. This time it's in head-to-head ranked reward. So please, allow us the lower cards to sell and not just have to pay 9.39 million coins for a card that we want to try out. Say you can only get one of these anyways. The top 100 people have to pay this regardless. Yeah, they get the coins, but what's the point of having 10 million coins when the best cards in the game cost 10 million coins? And it's not like FIFA where a 10 million coin card is going to last you months and months and months. So like, it's just overall frustrating to me to see the game once again get more and more expensive. Even if you grind, there's 20 million other coins out there that you need to get the best team possible. So EA is just like really leaning into the pay to win aspects of this product, and it's very frustrating, especially with the recent sale. And I know they got $20 billion in debt whenever that closes. Who knows? It could be a year or two before that finally goes down. But I get it. They got that to pay down. They got the tax man coming, the bill of sale, the bank looking to foreclose on you. But I heard when you owe them like a $20 billion, that's their problem. With that said, it's still frustrating to see this game go this way, and they don't have to make it this way. They really don't. Like the frontline employees, like the ones that are getting replaced by AI, according to all the articles about the product. Like, what do you care? You're gone in a year anyway. Can you at least make an enjoyable way out? Can you at least give some people happiness before it gets ruined for everybody across the board? So I don't know. We'll see what ends up changing. In the product overall, if we want to finalize, I had that video on the sale. Go watch that one where I give more thoughts on what could and couldn't happen and what's up in the air, right? We're like 60% skeptical, 40% could it even get worse at the moment? But yeah, there it is, ranked rewards. We're also getting team of the week, and I got to axe to grind about team of the week too. This is like not a very popular opinion on it, but like in my opinions, players that lose, they shouldn't be getting cards, right? Even though he had 4 sacks, they lost to the Giants, right? This should be Jackson Dart, if anything, in his first win as a rookie. That would bring some hype. Quinyon Mitchell, like people because I get these people feedback like, oh, who should have deserved it in a winning effort this week? Instead, like Darren Waller, right? The Dolphins finally won a game. That's remarkable, and they didn't get rewarded. What's going on with that? Like, they should give the people that's teams won Sunday, Monday, or Thursday. They should give them a card to look forward to in Team of the Week, because to win a game, somebody has to do something, right? And so to reward the losers with cards is like, why? Because we don't get 16 cards. Now teams are going on break, so it's going to be less than 16 a week, of course. And, we got a couple ties too here. And they got cards, right? Packers and Cowboys both got a card from their ties. So a lot of teams, a lot of people that had like good feelings over the weekend, their team winning, that were kind of looking forward to Team of the Week, to adding to their theme team, because you know how important theme teams are in this year's game. They can't do it because EA is completely flubbing it, okay? So ideally, they lean more into like the theme team instead of what they're doing now, which is giving so many cards, all 32 team chems, right? We're getting more crystals coming out here in a little bit. I'll be live, of course, on stream. Like you see, all 32 team chems here. I don't think they're getting speed boost, but, we don't get communicated with anymore outside of MUT leaks, so who knows when that goes live. We're getting these ones, get all 32 team chems again, right? So overall, just like a frustrating experience for theme teams when you should be leaning into it. You're kind of just like doing the lazy way and giving a lot of players all 32 team chems. And like at that point, like why even have it being team chems? Why not just make a separate chemistry system like you used to have if you're going to give so many players all the chemistries? Right, and that's truly what they probably should do, right? Go back to like the 3-4, 4-3 run stuff, pass rush type chemistry system that you had back in the day, and then like have maybe an extra bonus for the actual theme teams that people can put together. That would, I think, improve the product also. It was kind of funny, though, moral on that sale. I know a lot of people made the joke about EA tweeting out the schedule wrongly. It was on a Saudi Arabia time, so shout out to EA for messing that up and tweeting out at midnight instead of, like, you know, middle of the day, noon. I just wanted to make a note of that because that was actual comedy, so that was beautiful. Once again, EA allows us to buy the level pass early, so it's like $150 from where I am, but I'm only level, like, 25? To get all the way up for a free 90. I don't think it's as valuable this month as it was last month where we had that T. Higgins that was so much better than everybody else. Like Devontae Adams is nice because, again, all 32 team chems. And he'll get to like 92 speed. You know, the Neighbors get up to 93, but Neighbors is, 10 million coins to buy that card. This one is $150, which $150 will not get you close to 10 million coins. Maybe $1 million. I don't know. And then like probably more on the third-party market, but like you got a good chance of getting banned there with how EA cares more about coin selling than they do about the product and making a quality one overall. So 16,000 points for where I am, but $130 or whatever it is to get that 90 overall upgrade for a faster Adams or I got some decent positions, but I think they're just like decent, right? Last month I actually felt T. Higgins was like super overpowered, but we'll see, of course, where it is next year. Next season. But yeah, I don't know. I'm on the fence. Probably won't end up doing that, buying that advantage right in the pay-to-win product. We did get leaks. I'll show that in a second. Uniforms are glitched and locking people out. Well, they were. They got patched, apparently. Let me know if you guys are still having trouble with locking and the uniforms and stuff. Some people having problems, but that should have been resolved by now. Of course, let me know in the comments if that has not. The leaks, right? The leaks have been kind of inconsistent lately. What's going on, leaks? The upcoming legends, I don't know if you care. We get Plaxico, so another Steelers theme team. Heck yeah, Kevin Moy and Earl Thomas. So Earl Thomas cards, unless he gets like a special cards, have kind of been underwhelming over the years. Because like, right, guys that like the CB or safety positions that aren't like overwhelmingly tall, like 6'3", 6'4", and that they don't really get the greatest animations. At corner, that Travis Hunter card play really well though at 6'1", so he's like a counter example. But like again, the animations for interceptions, you really kind of want being in like the middle of the field. You really want them being bigger because they just have a bigger radius to get to the ball and actually get their hands on it, and like they won't get boxed out or run through as easy. So we got Unreal Moments champions coming. Get an Aaron Rodgers card finally dropping in MUT, first one this year, and then he had some limiteds. Where's the limiteds? The limiteds were like, oh yeah, Odell Beckham released 2. We're getting an overall update today. So I do recommend that with Team of the Week, maybe looking into 86s to make 89s, right? Because 86s, they generally get flooded today. We'll see what their prices are at the moment. Oops, I went to the catalogs of the auction house. Easily rectified. So 86s are at 108. That's a little higher than I want. We'll see what kind of flood happens. If you want to do the mystery packs, you got to get them right now before it turns over. You might not be able to even see this video by the time it turns over. I recorded a little later into the day. My apologies for that. So let me see. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, yeah, the new meta. Other than people having server trouble not being able to get into the game, is double nothing and El Toro an instant rebate on a couple defensive tackles. Even just like double or nothing and instant rebate's been really good. I've been running a different setup with edge threat on my defensive ends. It definitely improves the pass rush, right? I see TJ Watt actually get like, it's Steelers team, so I got to run TJ Watt even though he's slow, which is very frustrating. He actually gets sheds, right? I'm an unpredictable and edge threat. And it's actually working a little bit. As long as they're not getting double teamed, it's especially effective on like the 3-man rush when you have multiple guys with it. I will say it does feel like the left of screen edge rusher or the right defensive end generally. This one does get the better animations against left tackles. Of course, if your finesse moves really high and their pass block finesse is low, that's even better. But I generally want to have my edges or my 2 defensive tackles or 2 edges getting it. So that way, like, at least somebody's getting a one-on-one and have the potential to get that insta shed right away. So that's where I'm spending all my AP. Let me know what you guys are doing on defense, because it is really tough right now. Obviously, of course, you can, like, if you like loop blitzing and they have no idea what they're doing, you take advantage of people that way. But like, you were going to win that game anyways, right? Twists still work, but most people have a lot of experience against them, so they get shut down pretty easily. So like running a twist once in a while, and changing it up based off their protection, that's not a bad idea. But generally, just getting like, insta sheds has been like one of the more consistent ways of getting pressure. Now that we have defensive linemen getting actual ability stacks to make it work. So whether you go edge threat unpredictable or double or nothing and insta rebait on your defensive tackles, there's only a few that actually get that in the game, but that's been what I think I've seen a lot of people run on defense to try and get pressure when the game doesn't have anything. But we recently got a college football patch. Let me show it to you here in a second. EA college. Sorry, I gotta bring it up. I forgot to bring it up ahead of time. I don't know, but otherwise, like, what do you guys having trouble with in Madden right now? What are you frustrated with? Here is the full breakdown. I'm not going to go into this. We're not doing like college football on this channel much anymore, since I just did not like the gameplay. It just kind of sucked. But, I will say what's nice about them is a lot of things that get patched in one game get patched in the other. Like, this is getting a head-to-head ranked mode in college, which is, I think, a W. But they just got to be able to sell. Like, I just hate B&Ds, right? Playing the game for hours on end and getting rewarded with a B&D is such a miserable experience. But they changed the route stem logic to match Madden, expanded protection off options, fixed an issue where unintentional bad snap of flat pass to quarterback, issue where throwing bubble route and single back bunch tight end, blocking improvements. They always say this. We'll believe it when we see it, right? I said this prior to the game launching when they had the same thing about blocking improvements. I'll believe it when I'll see it. They fixed an issue where pass rushers were unable to consistently trigger pass rush moves and remain in a blocking loop. That, like, we might be seeing this in Madden right now with how bad the animations have got, like this last patch. So this could be something forward that we look forward to in Madden coming to help out the pass rush at least, and it allows us to get pressure. A lot of defenders attempt pass rush move more frequently. Defender super win chance for pass rushers with equal or slightly lower ratings than the blocker. Really? I actually don't like this change. I don't like super wins happening to players that are better than them, right? Why should the unjuiced Popeye win olive oil back, man? Make him eat the spinach to get stronger. Make him get better finesse moves or power moves, right? Why are you allowing people to use bad defensive linemen and get wins against good offensive linemen? Isn't that the exact opposite? Don't you recruit players in college and you're telling me that the bad guys are gonna win anyways? That makes no sense to me. I don't know. I guess I'll see it in action. And maybe I'm just like, conceptually I don't like it, but maybe in action I will. We'll see. Bull rush, push of the blocker. Offensive blockers going too far downfield on gun bunch strong nasty. Offensive line was failing to pick up 3 tight saw. QB contain, sweet. That needs patching. Definitely didn't need it. Especially college football was worse than Madden, from what I hear. The running games, coverage. I know Mills has been a big problem, but had a big problem with the running game, especially CPU. Running game coverage, RPOs. Nice. They fixed conservative. That felt like, I know it's only like on one defender in this game, right? Like the P icon, but like, bro, it needed to work. It felt like a lot of these menus were basically useless. So hopefully we get some of these changes and more coming to Madden going forward. Let me know what you guys want in the next patch in Madden, because, I mean, pass rush alone is definitely needed. But that's it. I'll see you guys on stream soon for the content. Bye.